I know that you have a background in attachment theory, and I'm thinking about like how so many children and so many people in general these days are spending a lot of time on screens. And I can see how a young child growing up could be, forming attachments with images on a screen, images that can't mirror back emotions, can't really interact with the person. And I'm just kind of interested in hearing your thoughts about, what type of attachment disorders that type of thing might foster.
Yeah, it's something I've been really interested in recently. I did do some attachment work. In fact, most of my initial interest in psychology was in attachment theory, and more specifically around infant parent attachment, and the theoretical work of John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth, who really were the progenitors of attachment theory. And attachment is another case where you have that dialogue again, that tension between dimensional work and clinical categorical stuff. So, the DSM has these attachment disorders, but for someone like me who's done research in attachment using the research-based tools to measure attachment, I don't see attachment disorder as sort of the best way to think about attachment problems. That being said, what you have with the screen-based world right now is not so much problems with attachment. That can be independent. So you can have a kid who's totally fixated on a computer screen, and they may or may not have healthy attachments with their parents. The problem is their mental formulation of their personality becomes disconnected from the external world when they're constantly living on the screen. So they're living in this sort of artificial techno-mediated world of whatever niche they may be into that limits their contact with external reality, like literally just being at school or on the playground or outside riding their bike, playing with the kids in the neighborhood. And when that happens, there's no real ability for the individual to sort of have any pushback to the sort of personality configuration or sense of identity that they're developing.